When you make an extra payment to your bank, to your lender, you want to make sure that the extra money that you're putting towards your mortgage is being applied to your principal balance and it's not being used to pay off your next month or your next payment for your loan balance, because these two things are going to give you two completely different results. Because if you use your extra money, if you have an extra $5,000, for example, and you use this money to pay off your next month's balance or your next balances, well, now what's happening is you're just prepaying your next month's bill, and then the next payment you make is just going to be going towards the following month, which means that this $5,000 that you're paying is going to be going partially into the bank's pocket and partially to pay down the principal balance. And instead, what you want to have happen is all $5,000 that you're investing back into paying down your home is going towards paying down your principal balance and none of it going into the bank's pocket. So, if you're going to pay down your home early and you're sending in some extra money to the bank, make sure you do it as a separate payment and make sure it is clear that this money that you're giving to the bank, to the lender, is going to pay down the principal balance entirely and none of it is going to interest. So if you're paying it online, there should be an option there. If you're sending in a check, make sure you send it in as a separate check. Talk to the lender, talk to them, make a note, let them know that you want all of this money going directly towards your principal balance and it's not going to interest. I can't emphasize this enough because it will make a big difference in how much money you pay overall, and you want to bring down the principal balance as fast as possible, because as soon as the principal balance starts to go down, the amount of interest that you'll be paying will also go down. So it'll save you more money over the long run as long as you are paying down your principal balance faster. Now, if your question here is, okay, I kind of like the idea of both. Maybe you put some money towards paying down your home faster, but you also want to invest your money. This is where now, the more financially educated you are, the better returns that you can get. And this is where now you can build real wealth, because now you're building equity, you're building investments, you're building assets that can pay you. And now you own these assets, which are now paying for your lifestyle. But this is where now you have to understand the different ways that you can invest your money. And I'm just going to start by talking about me, because it might help you understand the different options that you have, because there are 5 places that I invest my money. I invest my money into my own business and startups. So I have a company called Market Briefs, and I invest my capital, my cash, into this company because I want to build this into a bigger financial media company. Second, I invest my money into real estate. I talked about in previous videos how I invest my money into real estate for cash flow, where now I buy houses, single family homes, I buy apartment complexes, not for the purpose for me to live in myself, but for me to rent out to other people. That way now it's providing me consistent cash flow. I also invest my money into stocks. So now I'm investing my money into individual companies. I'm investing my money into ETFs, which are funds, which will now I buy for appreciation because I believe in the economy. I believe in the long-term health. I believe in the long-term growth of the economy, and I want a piece of that. The stock market allows me to do that. Fourth, I invest my money into cryptocurrency. I look at cryptocurrency less as a meme opportunity just to try to flip things and make a quick profit. I look at it as the future of money, the future of property, and the future of technology. I think there's a lot of value in the blockchain and the things that it can do, and I look at it as a software. So I invest in it for that purpose. And I also invest in physical gold, which is the 5th place I invest my money. And when I invest in physical gold, I'm not really trying to get a return on my money per se. I'm investing in physical gold as an alternative to saving money, because the physical gold provides a better store of value than my cash does, because cash can be printed, you can create more inflation, which dilutes the value of cash, versus gold has to be mined. It takes time, effort, and labor to mine a physical ounce of gold. And so I know that this gold isn't producing more value, but for me it's a better hedge against inflation, and it's kind of like insurance against the worst case scenario. So those are the different ways that I invest my money. And now this is where you can start to understand there are many different ways for you to invest. It's not just putting your money into ETFs. It's not just putting your money into the market. There are a lot of different ways for you to invest, and each different investment opportunity can provide different returns depending on which phase of the market cycle that you're in. Now, I'm not a trader, I'm a long-term investor, and I understand that some of these asset classes will do better in certain economic cycles than others. But I also understand that it took me a long time to understand how to invest my money. It took me a lot of mistakes. It took me a lot of years. It took me a lot of books. It took me a lot of education. I took a lot of courses. And this is where, if you're just getting started, you want to start investing in your own education. This could be reading books, taking classes, but then also the experience because you cannot just ignore this experience. That experience is the best teacher. Making mistakes is one of the best things that you can do because you're going to learn very quickly when you lose your own money. And when you lose your own money, you're going to want to learn how you never do that again. So it's going to put some fire on you to learn how to invest your money better. But this is where now understanding the different ways that you can invest your money and start educating yourself, whether it's through books, YouTube videos, podcasts, classes, or actual education by doing it yourself. It's by putting in the education and putting in the reps by learning. That way now, as you become a better investor, it's much easier for you to get better returns because now you're better educated and you can find the opportunities a whole lot easier. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.